They don't teach you style in schools, but this is crucial because eventually you go to get to the best colleges, right? Why are you taking SAT? SAT not only test, it's also possibility to improve your knowledge, to improve your foundation. If your foundation is strong, you become very strong. It's not just guessing or substitution of this. In this particular case, you have a lot of fun in the colleges because you understand what they're doing. Otherwise, it's like torture, right? If you don't know foundation. Thousands and thousands of my students over the world, they study in the best colleges. And they came, for instance, to MIT with very low score to us. Now they graduated Cornell, MIT, Yale, Harvard, etc., with very high results, right? I believe this is your goal, to be smart and get to the best colleges. The next step, this course is special compared to what we had before. I see my former students, not former, my students who took already part of this test. Welcome back, but this would be different, this course. Why? Because usually you join my academy in the middle of year. Like you come to the movie in the middle. Now it's beginning of year, school year, October, and we have great possibility to start from scratch because it's beginning of the year. I explain main points here. All of you study in school, and you smart kids, right? All of you smart kids. But usually your score is not very impressive. Why? Any reasons? Who can tell why your score is not? You can type or use your microphone if you'd like to participate in dialogue. If something not going 100% good, you have to think why. First of all students smart is for sure, it's for granted, right? For my 50 years teaching online and 50 years teaching overall and 20 online, I never met students who are not capable. All kids smart. Depends on attitude and how you goal oriented, how you work. I'll tell you, many of you taking different places, disappointed on these places, or practice with YouTube, Dr. YouTube, right? And you see score does not go nicely well. Oh, why? Let's think about it. Any ideas? Okay, I'll tell you a secret. Well, from physiology, we spent a few minutes for introduction. It will be more understandable for you. From physiology, if you recall, you're almost 15, 16 years, for some of you 14 years old. Pretend how you were 14, 15, 16 years ago. Toddlers, all right? Small kids. And you have your SAT, how to start walking. And when you made the first step, parents were so surprised. Wow, my kids start walking, right? Eventually, you start walking more and become confident in work. What is the main feature of this? In walking process, participate your muscles, your brain, right? Which control this movement. And one of the key features of this is repetition. It's not like the first day you walk, you make step. Next day you jump. Next you move this. You make this move. No, you do the same exercise by repetition. This is our nature, right? You come to gym. Many of you go. Who goes to gym? Raise your hand. To gym. Majority of you, right? Some of you yes, some no. But if you notice in gym, if you do it professionally, every movement you do, you usually have like there where you put notes. Okay, how many times you repeat and what exercise you have, and usually you have plan. To be really strong, I worked like a trainer for almost 8 years a while ago. And to be strong, you have to develop a plan of your exercises. For instance, today you have biceps and triceps and back. Tomorrow, you use your delta exercises, right, etc., etc. You don't use a little bit this, a little bit this, a little bit this. No results, zero. Improvement would, derivative of this improvement would go slow. In order to be strong, you have to develop your muscle persistently, and you have to know how many exercises, how many you're supposed to make. For instance, if you use for barbell, and you have different activities. For instance, if you want to be the first kind of activity, you want to be strong. For instance, 8 repetition. You want to be big bodybuilder. Another repetition. You want to be fast for boxing. Another strategy, right? Or you participate in marathon. Another for endurance. Another kind of activities you have to repeat. So even the same barbell depends on your goal. You make different repetition, but everywhere what is common, you make repetition. In our case, if you make decomposition of your SAT, pretend roughly 50 questions, 2 hours. You did a little bit this, a little bit this, a little bit this, a little bit this. Before to improve and be strong in some particular cases, you hardly do everything. Pretend your mom prepare for celebration for holiday. She has to prepare a few dishes, and she put a little this, a little this, no, like this. She's doing one, after that another one, another one. So the big mistake. To improve result, in this case, really improve using this approach, you have to work 100 times more and more. I remember when I taught programming for programmers, I had all of them were professional programmers, one of them from Japan. Very persistent person, very persistent. For a few months, as professionals, I made them for new languages and object-oriented languages. And for a few months, we cover 6-year college, very intensive. Our classes were 10 hours with small break, with small break. What he did, he repeated over and over again, over and over this, very persistently. And you don't have this luxury, and it's not your philosophy to work day and night on this. What are you supposed to do? Instead of doing millions of different tests, and you see your result pretty much asymptotically approaching the same level, what you're supposed to do? You have to develop skill in each of these, little by little. If you know every this part 100%, and all parts interchangeable, they depends, they related to each previous one. If you know, and we have inner connection between them, we have to take in consideration topic and not randomly topics. And you get durability of each part closer to 100%, you get perfect score. Many of my students get perfect scores. It's like durability of computer. Computer has many parts. And usually Dell, for instance, computer, they check durability of CPU. It's supposed to be closer to 100%. hard drive closer to 100%. And according to durability theory, durability of system equals to product of durabilities. Let's say if every element 100%, you multiply and your computer close to 100. But pretend you have durability of your equations level 0.70%, 0.7, a linear equation, quadratic equation 0.8. If you multiply, you get 0.56. Because if you have garbage result for each of this, you will not accomplish nice score. It's straightforward. So many people who teaching, first of all, they don't understand this. They do like even you study your life. We study on our life, all our life so far, right? To be medical doctors, you study in college, you study in ordinary, etc. But the problem is nobody teach how to study. Even you buy pasta, it's written, boil 5 minutes, stir 3 minutes, but teaching, they just throw information, just do it. Behind the scene, it's theory how we're supposed to study. So for this group, I want to apply this from scratch. Maybe it would be not very fast, like you expect, but would be really durable. If you remember, one of my the best example about people who are impatient, want to get immediately right score, higher score, which is impossible. If you read this book about Carlson, who live on the roof, who read this book in childhood, raise your hand. 4 students, 3 students. This was situation. He got a present, nice peach. He lives in Scandinavian country, right? And for his birthday. And Carlson, his name was Malish. Carlson came in the window, ate up this peach. And when Malish was very frustrated, he said, don't worry. I take this, how to say, the speed of this peach. He put in the ground, right? And he's, and said, well, when it would be big one, right? When it grows, we have a lot of peaches. And what he did, he every 5 minutes, he take this pit and see how it grows. Don't be like Carson, go step by step. So today, if you have any question for this small introduction, no questions. Okay. In addition, I have been working. I'm professor of biomechanics. In biomechanics, especially very important to what? To follow this physiology. Today, I just came a little bit later because I made the interview. And this is one of my, I just want to show in biomechanics. Especially in the biomechanics, idea of repetition is extremely powerful in this, right? We always study how to, it's not in English, but you know this, biomechanics, great science. So how you practice today with you? I will upload some files. Today I want to make some diagnostics with you, right? I upload some my PowerPoint here. And slide by slide, our goal. We solve this, every example, and send me feedback. Based on this, I will see your results. Keep in mind, only Dr. Farber see this. You can see your results for each other, right? I know your results. So send whatever you have. Our goal to have two approaches. The first, most important, analytical. And the second is Desmos. Analytical will give you a possibility to be smart. And Desmos understand concept. And Desmos help you to save your time. For feedback, who never used Desmos for preparation? I see. Okay. Good idea, students. If you, let me put this way. Since we start this course from scratch. I will show how to do this, and you will practice together with me, okay? When I explain, you will do the same on your computer. So far, so good? Okay, so let me bring this. I bring this PowerPoint, just a sec. So since why we uploaded our PowerPoint slide by slide, one question, be honest, don't use any platforms. I want to see your knowledge because I customize every time my program for particular group. I take consideration your group. Whatever you have to have graph paper notebook where you make some notes and solving, and send me result. Where you send result? Here in question 10. Do you have any question for beginning? No questions, right? Good. Let me switch to screen. No, sorry. Okay, good. You see this? We start for tip 01. Okay, one more condition here. In future, okay, good. This would be a linear function. Today topic. You know, this is simplest function, linear, mx plus b. Let's read what we have. You know, this is y equals mx plus b, you always use it. M is slope, and y-intercept here. Sometimes, and very important, we use point slope form, so slope-intercept, point slope, and general form, standard form. This is how you find slope. I'm not going in depth of this because you know this, right? If you study this for 7th grade. How to find slope. And slope shows how steep is your line. Do you have any questions about equation mx plus b? If you have a question, I can make some explanation of this. So, since everybody knows, I deliberately choose the easiest topic. Now, what they propose to you, I give a problem. Okay. And try to solve this problem in your notebook. And when you get the answer, send the answer here in question pen. Everybody, wherever you have. And based on this, I will provide you explanation. Okay, so far so good. So this is question from real SAT. Many of them, majority of them. Okay. So try to solve it and send me value for K. Oh, I can write here. Good. So, okay, good. It was no difficult question. And majority solve it perfectly, right? I will explain. I'm going to explain this is a testing. Today I test you. Well, so who need explanation for this? Let me do it together with you. The first one. I take a pen and start by step by step. Step number one. First of all, you know that slope equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. In our case, since this is x, this is y, this is x, this is y, you can easily plug in here. What is y2? 5. What is y1? 2. What is x2? 3. X. Okay. What is x1? 0. Not too fast, so far so good. Or you can see, should I write bigger font for this one? Or you can see this. Who can see this nicely, everything? I can make it even bolder, for instance, if you like this. Let's write it this way. So 5, it's one from one side. From another side, what is f of 5? F of 5. It's also x somehow, right? And this is y. Now, it's the same. Pretend this is. I will use this y, which is k, and subtract this y, which is 5. And I use this x, which is 5. And subtract related x from these 3. We got the equation. Look at this. 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 divided by 3 minus 0 is 3 equals k minus 5 divided by 2. After simplification, this is 1. So this is equals to 1. 1 over 1, whatever you like. Cross multiplication, k minus 5 equals to 2. And plus 5 plus 5, k equals to 7. Okay. And what I use just formula which everybody knows. Formula for slope. If you have the same line, idea behind the scene, if you have the same line, doesn't matter what points you choose on this line, slope would be always the same. Like when you go to school, you come home, you always the same name, Joseph, for instance. Who understand this 100? Hands up. Raphael? If you have a question, ask me a question before I raise. No questions. Okay. Let me solve the same problem with Desmos. It's not because of difficult problem, we have to develop skill. Let me see how it's erasing. I want to be sure that I don't erase everything. Unusual platform for me. Current slide. I want to be sure that I don't erase anything here. Okay, doesn't matter. So now I want to solve the same problem with Desmos. Where is my Desmos? So how to solve? I believe only question I don't see is this PowerPoint. Have to squeeze somehow. Okay. Move somehow. So this is my problem. And you know, this is X, this is Y. I can build a table. How to build a table? This Desmos, you have this plus sign. I do it slowly. Click plus. After that, click table. Try to do everybody, raise your hand. At the beginning, we do it slowly. Okay. Now, incorporate again, plus table. Incorporate with data. You know, this axis and this is Y respectively. For instance, when X equals to 0, and you see this is X1, Y1. What is the difference between X1 and X? Who can tell me? You can write it down and you can use microphone. What is different between X1 and just regular X? Any suggestions, Timofey? What is the difference? You can write me here. What is different between X1 and X? This is a key thing for this platform. We need explanation difference between X1 and X. X is a variable. X1 is a constant. It's not variable. It means every particular point, X1 is a variable, this one. It's not variable anymore. This is a constant, like this. So I incorporated this in this table. So far, so good. After that, you see this regression line. You see this sign, add regression? Every see add regression? Just click on this. And you instantly get the equation of this line. In one shot, where slope equals to 1. This is your regression of 1 by a line. Do it and raise your hand. If you have difficulties, tell me. We developed technique, Emilia. So it was signed like this.
I don't think I got how to create the linear reference. I'm trying to figure out on my side.
I will explain you right now. Just a second. Let me do it again. Very, very slow. It's from scratch. Click this and get table. Raise your hand, everybody who got this. Everybody. Lina, Rafael. After that, incorporate the table with typing. This is 0. In this case, I can use different way for typing, but let's say this is 0. And this is, what is it, 2? And this is 3. And this is 5. Easy. Next. You see this over there? You see my cursors? These dots in straight line because this linear regression. Everybody see this icon, right? Just click on this. Click on this. Click. And when you get something, just raise hand. You get regression line. I'm clicking. And this one, first of all, you have graph over there. And second, you have regression line. Look at this. Excellent, A+. Now, look at this, very simple. Okay, you see this? Over there, you see my cursor? Export snapshot to expression list. In order to save time, not copy and paste, what I'm doing, look at this, find this icon, like arrow and some lines horizontal. You see this line? Everybody see this? I am clicking. And I put this equation exporting to this line. Okay? Who got this? Raise your hand. It helps you to save tremendously time on your test. You don't type extra. But you're from school, you know y and f of x is the same, right? F of x and y is the same. What I'm going to do this, I want to make small trick. I will type here f, I'm not good typer, of x. Because y and f of x is the same. Okay, you did it? If this is the same, and look assignment what they ask you. They ask you what is f of 5. Beautiful. I go to next line. I get my function. I just type f of 5. Not like this. Okay, one more time. F of 5. Close parenthesis. Enter. Okay. You see this? And there's answer 7. So my request, majority, you cannot solve all questions by Desmos. Sometimes more convenient to operate with analytically, but it helps you a lot. Again, what I did, let me recap this, what I did. First of all, I click at get a table, incorporate a table with data. After that, click this icon with regression, get equation of regression, which I already know without any steps. Substitute instead of y, f of x, y, because they ask you to find particular value for when x equals to 5. And this value give you instantly result 7. It's it. Who understand this? Okay, good. Technique is must. Isabel, if you have question, Angelina, if you have question, ask me. Don't worry, we saw today many questions and all of them repeating over and over. Remember my point? We do the same issue right now, like linear function. Can you move to another problem? Do you have any questions? Okay, you don't have any questions. Let me, so I make it blank instead of erasing and go to tip number 2. Let me see tip number 2. This one, tip 01, but linear function, this one. Okay, solve this problem and send the result. So this is problem number 2, the same topic. I can move a little bit for you here to see better. Okay, so solve this question, send me result. And so first of all, analytical way. Okay. So in this problem, they ask you to find A plus B. A real question, they like this question in SAT. Good, Angelina. But try to solve, again, good on pace, but result is supposed to make adjustment. Okay, Selina. No comments. Let me see what you sent. If I said make adjustments, so try to solve it again. Yes, Timofey. Yes, Lina. Okay. So again, some questions better to solve on the okay, good, Isabella. Analytically sum by Desmos. Yes, Emilian. Who need help for this? Majority you solve, but too long. Let me solve it together. Okay, first of all, I will use this space. You know, the slope equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And slope would be the same regardless what point you choose, because every line has the same slope. For instance, if I use these points, this and this, these two pair, it would be 12 minus a divided by 1 minus 0. Or I can choose another combination. Or in this combination, or 12 minus, or b minus 12 divided by 2 minus 1. So far so good. Or 12 minus a over 1 equals to b minus 12 over 1. Or 12 minus a equals to b minus 12. Okay. Plus a and plus 12 plus 12. Inverse operations. 12 plus 12, 24. A minus a cancel out. This is a. Equals to b plus a, or a plus b commutative property. Cancel out. This is also. So this kind of questions, when you have only one point correctly done, better to use analytical. Who understand this 100%? 100. And you have to develop speed, not only fast. Isabel, Angelina, 2 seconds rule. Remember 2 seconds rule? Good. So when you don't have second point, better to use just analytical, because we have some tricks how to do it, but it's faster analytical. Let's go through another question. I'm not sure if I delete this. Will I delete my slide as well or not? Let me check. I never use this platform, new platform fast. Okay. Let's try. Yes, I deleted everything. Let me leave. Usually I use Microsoft Word. Number 3. Go ahead, send me the answer. Number 3. Since there is no numbers here, definitely you can use analytical better. For simplicity, just since it's multiple choice, just type one letter here. Okay, not necessary to write to type word choice, just A, B, C, D, wherever you have. We need explanation for this. So we have many different answers. Let me see what we have so far. So we have, I don't have too much room, I use room over there. I use purple. AX plus BY plus C equals to 0. What else do you know? You know A is positive, B is negative for simplicity, and C is positive. Beautiful. So more convenient for you to use slope-intercept form, for instance, right? Unscramble. I mean MX plus B, right? Remember this. Easy to operate with. You have more experience. Minus AX. Okay. And minus C. What is my goal? My goal to get Y equals to MX plus B, slope-intercept form. I have to get value with Y to the left part only. How to get rid of this? Easy. So cancel out, bring down dy, cancel out, and this minus c and minus c from both sides equals negative ax minus c. We almost unscrambled this. To find y, I divide both part by b every term. Easy, and you know this how to do. Not difficult. So far, so good. Now, look at this. How do you name this guy? It's my slope, right? You know the slope, which is equals to negative a over b, right? And what we know about a is positive, b is positive. Just a second. B is negative. I did wrong. Written here. It's written negative. Be careful what is given. Or look negative, and B is negative. And M, okay, with the form best represent the graph. So if I have this positive, negative, it becomes numerator negative. Negative divided by negative is positive, so M is positive. The current greater than 0, whatever you like. We understand this 100%. So slope is positive. What is this guy? It's y-intercept, right? Because based on this, this is y-intercept. And our y-intercept equals to negative c over b. But c is positive, b is negative, minus and plus, it would be negative numerator, and negative denominator. When you divide same signs, the same sign, it would be greater. So what we know? We know as a result that y must be greater than 0, we just found, and slope is greater than 0. Without looking to multiple choice, if we have a graph, slope is positive, line goes this way, raising, and y is greater than 0, so it intercepts somewhere like this. This is my graph. When I get these footprints, like in forest, I see this clear 100% D. And simple logic. Simple logic. Who understands this 100%? Typical question from SAT. And what we study here, look at this. We study slope, and we study mx plus b. What they do, they will change a little bit in the test. It's a real question I have seen many times on the test. Who has any questions about this? Should we use decimals? No, we don't have numbers. Analytical, fine. Let me go to the next one. Enjoy this next one. Again, this one, number 4. Ignore this 4a. 4. Good luck, send me result. We do one by one. Let me see. Okay, let me see. I don't know answer. Sometimes I make an upper this, but we'll see. If you have the same, you get a plus. Good job, Timothy. Good job, Lina. Good job, Isabel. Rest will make some adjustments, students. And I will look. Rahim, A plus. If you saw number 4, try to do 4A. Anyway, I'm waiting for this, right? 4A. Well, who you have for this, for number 4? Let's do this together with you. Okay, I use this room here. And I will take different color. For instance, this one, number 4. So M, you know this formula we use over and over again. Y2 minus Y1, X2 minus X1. And look at this. For instance, this is X1, Y1, X2, Y2 equals, just plug in. It's 6 minus 2 divided by 5 minus 3. Or, okay, 4 divided by 2 is 2. And you can get equation of line. Y equals 2x plus b. They ask you to find b. since we have point, take any point. For instance, when plug in x, here 5. Okay, and the y is 6. 6 equals 2 times 5 plus b, or 6 equals to 10 plus b minus 10, this is b, and minus 10, and you have negative 4 equals to b. This is my answer. Who understands 100%? Isabel? Angelina? I made 2 times of the substitution. Ask me a question. Okay. Let me solve this problem with Desmos together with you. Okay. With Desmos. I will go to, I open this Desmos. Where is my Desmos? Here it is. And we do the same steps over and over again. Okay. So for this one, first of all, put data in the table. Let me move a little bit here. Put data in the table. Incorporate this. We have 3, 5. 3 and 5, do together with me, okay? 5. And the bottom supposed to be what? 6, 2. Type in a new order. So, as soon as you type everything right, after that, go to the regression sign, click, and you have this equation right away. And they ask you, what is b? Well, this is answer. b is negative 4. Few seconds. Or to improve this, look at this. This is negative 4. Okay, so you can solve many questions for seconds. Understand this second way, Desmos way. Create table, find regression, get the answer. Period. Isabel? Good. So let's go. Oh, now students, pretend I get this one, and they ask you why I did it, because y-intercept when x equals to 0, right? You know. But pretend the question is f of 2025, the same problem. How to do this? Okay, how to do this for A. I deliberately put, because on the test they ask you many questions like this. So I click over there and export this. More convenient is f of x. Let me fix it. F of x. Now, look at this question. They ask you f of 2025. Just put f, parenthesis open, 2025, close parenthesis, and here it is answer. Isn't beautiful? You can solve this problem for just less than 30 seconds. Any problem. Again, steps. Add the table. Incorporate data with table with data. Build regression. Export this value. Change y to f of x. Plug in value they ask you about. Who understand these 2 problems? 100%, 100. Angelina, Isabel, ask me questions. You know rules. Either you ask me question Or if you don't have question, you must raise hand for 2 seconds. Now you become stronger. I feel you become stronger. And let's do another one. Number 5. Good luck, send me result. Good luck and send me result. Well, let me see. Timofey. Okay, everybody who sent me, you sent correctly. Good, good, good. Everybody, without names, every did correct. Very sure. I have a question. Who need explanation for this question? Who understand this 100%? So very similar to what we did. Okay. Good, good, good. So if you don't have question for this one, if you don't have question for this one, oh, some student has question. How to use Desmos for this? Let's use Desmos very fast. Number 5. Desmos. The same you do at home. Let me find this Desmos. Okay, you can delete everything or sometimes do just store this. Number 5, again, develop a skill. I know this is too easy for you, but anyway, table. Incorporate data. What is it? 3, -2. 3. What is in bottom? 4. Right part supposed to be -4. And on the top, -2. You incorporated this, right? Now, regression. You instantly get these values. Okay. And when where is x-intercept? You can easily see from here. So understand this 100%. Okay, everybody, right? Good. So this technique helps you to solve fast. Next, it was number 5, this one. Sorry. Number 6. Good luck. Number 6. Which one, Angelina? Try to follow me this one, and the other class I explain this, okay? This one. Just try to ask before you raise it. But I will explain at the end of class, okay? Just be specific. Ask me any question before I raise it. I explain at the end. Just don't forget, write down number when you have difficulties. Okay. Some of you solve correctly, some wrong, but anyway, we need help how to solve this analytical way. Raise your hand. Before I go further, just raise hand and explain. Let's go analytical way. So what we know that B equals to A. This guy is the same like to A. So this is X and this is Y. Order pair. And this is A. Now, I put normal mode. I use my pen. Since this is the same topic, I write traditionally the same formula we want to start with, where M equals Y2 minus Y1 divided by X2 minus X1. Or in our case, look at this. This X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Plug in. It would be, you can do any doesn't matter, 0 minus 3 or 3 minus 0. And 3 minus 0 divided by 0 minus 5, which we 3 divided by negative 5 is negative 3 over 5. This is my slope, and this is fit, it goes down. Now, from another side, if I take other 2 points, okay, for instance, this and these 2 points, these 2 points, I can write the slope equals 2a is y2 minus 3 y1 divided by a minus 0. And this equals to negative 3, 5. Why? Because there's the same slope. You can make cross multiplication. Okay. This one. 5 times 2a minus 3 equal this one. Negative 3a. Distributive property. 10a minus 15 equals to negative 3a. Minus 10a and minus 10a. You will have negative 15 equals to negative 13a. Divide by negative 13 both parts. You got the answer. 15 over 13. Who understands this 100%? If you have any question, ask me. What I'm doing every time, I apply the same formula over and over again. Nothing else. The same line has the same slope.
Mr. Farber, I don't think I understand. Why did you write that 2a minus 3 over a minus 0 is equal to negative 3/5? Isn't that already the slope?
It is.
I don't think I understand.
Thank you for the question. Let me explain. In step number 1, I choose 2 points which are given. Let me use different color. Say green one of this blue. I choose this point and this point. And between these 2 points, I found this slope. So far, so good?
Yes, I understand so far.
Okay, good. Now the second point. I can choose another point. Let's say I take green. I will choose these 2 points. Because slope would be always the same for the same line, regardless what point you use. Now, imagine this is y2, this x2, this x1, y1. How to do this? Only keep in mind, to save time, that b equals to 2a. You see this?
Yes, I see it.
Instead of this, I can write actually b minus 3 divided by a minus 0. Agree? b minus 3 divided by a minus 0. So far, so good. The same formula. I just
Yeah, I think I get it so far.
when b equals to 2a, I will get 2a minus 3 divided by a. But this is the thing. Doesn't matter which point I use, slope always the same because it's the same line. And this equals to this value. After cross multiplication, I have only one variable. I can find a. So far, so good?
Yes.
Excellent. How you understand right now? 100%?
Yeah. Wait. Isn't the b also equal to the b that's found in the formula fx equals mx plus b?
No, it's different. They
Oh,
deliberately.
that's why.
Y equals to, many of you confused of this. They do it deliberately. This b is y-intercept. This is nothing to do with this. Or this
Oh.
m, and sometimes they put inside of this m to confuse you. This b nothing to do. Y-intercept is over there. This is just value. Imagine this is this zeta or whatever, omega. It's just value, just variable. Nothing to do with value.
I get it. Thank you.
Very welcome. So once you ask to do with Desmos, let's do with Desmos. So far, so good. Only bad thing, I don't see this. If I b to a, okay, what is value? The graph of function. Okay, this is what we have here. We can do this, even though not too much numbers we have, but you can take this number for Desmos from where? From just a second, what is my Desmos? You can take this number from graph. Here it is my Desmos. Okay, I remember these numbers. So how to do with Desmos? Step number 1, routine plus table. Put this value from graph. Remember it was 0 and 3 and 5 and 0. Let me see this again. 0, 3 and 5, 0. Okay, good. It was 0, 3 and 5 0. Incorporated. After that, regression line. Not too fast. Export. I have this one. And keep in mind, they said that A equals to B. What is A equals to B? Okay, it means Y equals to X, right? It's given. This Y equals to X's. It's given. So if I take this one, okay, I don't know how to, maybe I can do it faster. Something. If I can copy, let me check if I can copy, save time. Control C and Control V. And this equals to 2x. Equals to 2x. 2x. Why? Because our y is 2x. So far, so good, students. And remember what they asked you about? This is answer. This first what is 115,385. Is decimal representation of your answer instantly. Understand this 100%, 100. Isn't beautiful? If you understand this, just and you nice typer, you can do it for 20 seconds. Can you go to the next one? Yes, I saw with decimals. Let me close it. Reload. The next one is this one. Go ahead. Number 7. Number 7, students. If you advance, you can do both ways. Practice. Don't just wait. Okay, let me see. Yes. Good job, Rahim Valery. Okay, good. Emilia, good. Timothy, good. Angelina, beautiful. Again, in my class, regardless, you can ask me any questions if you need help. Always. Either type or use voice, forever. So, excellent. Everybody passes nicely. Very good. Proud of you. And who needs help for this example? Who needs help with this? Excellent. Yes, I can do with Desmos. Let's do with Desmos. Let me read this one. Different platforms. With Desmos. So what is it? I try to do with them. Practice with me, right? Students, practice makes perfect. Plus table. My suggestion, I have seen many times, so students, let's say sometimes table has 20 items and student types 20 items. No. You know that according to geometry, to build a line, you need only 2 points. Any points, just 2. So the first, let's say, -1, and the second 0. We don't care about all this point because line you can build using only 2 points, and this is 4 and 6 respectively. 6. Next, regression. Okay. And this answer. If a nice typer, how many seconds does it take, students? Not minutes, seconds. Any question for Desmos? So don't think I show just one part of this and a part. In Desmos, we have a lot of very powerful tools, very powerful. We're going to go through all of them. Okay, for this particular test, it was number 7. What is it? Number 8. Okay, send the result, please. Number 8, students. Okay, some students solve nice right now, some wrong. What do you help students? Okay, to save time, pretend this is F1 temperature. And F2 equals F1 plus how many? 27. Or 9/5. Okay. C2, right? Plus 32. This F1. And plus 27, if you add this 27. So plus 27, what you'll get here, the second value. F2, right over there, equals 9/5 C2. And this, what is F2? It's F plus 27, right? F1. And plus 32. Now, if I write this all together somewhere, let's say here, F1 plus 27 equals 9/5 C2 plus 32. And F1 equals 9/5 C1 plus 32. So far so good. When I subtract this, what I'll get? I will get.
I don't think I understand. Oh, why are you not adding the 32 and the 27?
I have this finally, or I can add to original value. It doesn't matter. You can do either this or this. It will be the same result. I just use formula. Look at this. You can do different way. If pretend, let me erase everything here. I can erase. You have this formula. Where is it? Oh, here it is. You have this original formula. So original formula is F1 is 9/5 C1 plus 32. So far, so good? It's given. What
Yeah, I
is
get it so far.
equals 9/5? I don't invent anything. C2 plus 32. I want to be consistent. Every time I just plug in different value. When I have C2, I get F2. When I have C1, I get F1. So far, so good?
Yes, I get it so far.
No problem. So if I subtract what I get, F2 minus F1 equals 9/5 C2 minus C1 and cancel out. So far, so good?
Yes, I get it so far.
Good. And what is F2 minus F1? F2 equals to F1 plus 27, right? Agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Minus F1. F1 cancel out. What I get to the left part? You got 27 equals 9/5 C2 minus C1. So far, so good?
Yes, I get it so far.
And how to get increase in Celsius? How to find this one? I take any color, I multiply upside down. Easy. By 5/9. By 5/9. After that, I instantly cancel out this one. 9 goes into 27 3 times. 3 times 5, 15. 15 equals to C2 minus C1. But they ask you about. You can do different. You can add to both parts. But this, I just be consistent here.
Okay, I get it. Thank you.
No problem. Any questions, students? Who understand up to this point? Definitely, we don't need these decimals because it's simple. If you study calculus, in calculus, we have a lot of questions like this, with some value increasing, with some another value increasing. When function, parameter increasing, function increasing. Okay, let's go to the next one. We'll do this one. Send me result. Oh. Send me result for this one, for 3. Okay. Okay, solve number 3 and send me results. Some you solve correctly, some not correct, but I'm gonna go through this. Okay. We need explanation for this, students. Let me briefly go through this problem both ways. For instance, we have this table. Typically, you have to take two pairs. For instance, these two pairs. And for instance, these two pairs. So this and this. So it doesn't matter what you choose, you have to get, regardless what point you have, you get the same both slope. After that, I make a little bit bolder. Okay. Number 3. How to find slope? y2 minus y1, y by x2 minus x1. In our case, is 23 with the minus 5 divided by 8 minus 2. It would be the same like a minus 5 divided by 4 minus 2. What is it? It would be 18 over 6, which is 3 over 1, equals a minus 5 divided by 2. Cross a minus 5 equals to 2 times 3, 6, plus 5 and plus 5. I continue by there. You get a equals to 11. Now take another 2 points. For instance, this and this. You can write that b minus 5 divided by a minus 2, but keep in mind a is 11, and equals the same slope. And slope is 3 over 1. Cross multiplication. B minus 5 over 11 minus 2 equals to 3. This is 9. Equal to 3 over 1. Cross. B minus 5 equals to 27. Plus 5 and plus 5. And B equals to 32. Who understands this 100%? When you did correctly. But the idea is, it's not, it's feedback. I need feedback what you did. Now let's do using Desmos the same problem. My Desmos. Okay, for Desmos, I want to erase everything. And here, since we have this table, do this classical step. Add table. Incorporate table with data. 2, 8 vertically, for instance, where you have numbers. Eliminate this variable so far. This is 2, 8. Go to the right part. 8 is, I believe, 23, right, on this one, and 5 respectively. So we incorporated this data. Next, regression. Regression. Do together with me. You instantly get this one. But export this. Instead of y, put f of x. F of x. Now, look at this table. I have f of x, okay, in this way. If x equals to 4, I can easily find a, plug in 4. So far, so good. How? In this Desmos, I put f of 4. I get answer, 11. What is 11? If you look at this table, f of 4 equals to 11 is my a. How to find b? Since a equals to 11, I have to find f of 11. F of 11. Either type again or plug in the previous one. And you get answer 32. So if you develop this skill, I deliberately gave you easy topic today, one of the easiest topic. But what is good? In this topic, we cover a lot. We cover basically philosophy, what we want to do. We will cover topic by topic. If I start from let's say advanced topic, advanced algebra, it would not be profitable for you at all. It's proven. So we're gonna go through these topics. Who did not make today any mistake? Raise your hand. Topic was not difficult, but put your hands down. Put hands down. And Angelina, put hands down. Who did not make any mistake today? No, it's not true. Okay, it's not true. I have statistics. It's already printed. I see all your mistakes here in my AI. You solve problem with where you use A and B. You solve it wrong. So even easy topic, you solve it wrong with. I'm not criticizing. And just my point is, you have to study to. If you be how to say precise and get every topic correctly, 100%, not 99. You will be winner. Now, let me read this one. I have statistic, I have everything. Do you have a, oh, and a student asked me about one question, I promised at the end of class. Probably Angelina, what question? Tell me number, and we're gonna go through the question. Angelina, what number it was? What package? Number 6, from which? From previous package? From tip 1. Let's go number 6, finally. Number six. What is it? Number 9. Number 6. This graph. A little bit here, a lot of stuff we have. I want to just make room here. Just make it clear, little by little. And here as well. Usually use Microsoft Word platform, not PowerPoint. Okay, anyway, what we have here, I can use some also stuff here. And more or less we have access to this. Let me make some more. In conclusion, I believe this is 0, right? Pretty clean. Okay, let me find my pen. And this is number 6. What we have in number 6? We have a graph. And in this graph, it's shown. Okay. If b equals to a, what the value of a? So the same philosophy. I use this pen. Let's say blue. And find slope y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Look at this. This x1, y1, and this x2, y2. Okay? And how to do this? If you compare, or other way around, you can have 0 minus 3 divided by 5 minus 0. Right? You get negative 3 over 5, this slope. No questions of this? Now, I choose another 2 points. So originally I choose these 2. Now I choose any of this. So the same slope would be b minus 3. B is the value, y coordinate of this point P. Divided by a minus 0. But since b equals to a, plug in here. I can write 2a minus 3 divided by a equals to negative 3 over 5. So far, so good, Angelina? Raise your hand if you understand. If not, ask me a question. Yes, okay, good. Now, how to solve it? Cross multiplication. Distributive property uses 5 times 2a minus 3 equals to negative 3a. Or distributive 10a minus 15 equals to negative 3a. Minus 10a and minus 10a. We have negative 15 equals to negative 13a. Divided by negative 13 both parts. Cancel out. Minus by minus is plus, is 15 over 13. 100%, Angelina? Good. Do you have any more questions, students? Good. So I believe you had fun. When you go home, you're already home, right? Let me give you homework. Let me give you homework.